So on our last full day in Belize, we took a day trip to Altunha, which is the Mayan ruin site, and then the second part of the day we did tubing on Belize River. And I'd highly recommend both of these activities. Also, I recommend Mark, our tour guide. He was perfect. He had such a wealth of knowledge about the history and politics and culture of the country. He's Belizean, so he's lived it and just knows the area and knows the people really well. The stories he was telling us had us laughing like we were. So when we got in back into Belize City, it was about an hour's drive to the site where we were gonna go, and just the whole drive he had us laughing. By the end of the day, he felt like family. So definitely look up Mark and hang with him while you're in Belize City. It was how we got there back to Belize City that blew my mind, really. In part one, I showed how we got to San Pedro from Belize, and it was in a water taxi, not bigger than a catamaran, but just like a boat ride, a water taxi, which took us about an hour and a half to get there. Well, going back for this day tour in this small Cessna plane, it took 15 minutes. So imagine like us realizing, oh, we could have done this. But first of all, I have never been in a plane like this before, and just everything leading up to it, I was scared. I was scared as hell. But when I saw the thing that really got me though was the boarding passes. I just kind of realized, okay, be open to new experiences, face your fears, all of that. It was just the boarding pass that stuck in my mind. I was like, okay, this is a laminated card, just not what I'm used to. Anyways, imagine your own reaction to that. So yeah. And despite my nervousness, this actually turned out to be one of the best parts of the trip. Just the view, like we were like 14,000 feet up, and so we had a really clear view of the water and just the islands as we passed over, like landing, seeing the city and the lagoon areas. I mean, this was just one of the most memorable experiences. So beautiful. Definitely a favorite for me on this trip. And getting to the site, to the ruins, this was very much comparable to others that I've seen in Tulum. So, and I could go to 100 of these. Like, it's so fascinating just learning about how savvy the people were and how similar the societies are, even from 1,000 years ago, thousands of years ago, as compared to, how our society operates now. And I'm thinking about like class systems and the economies they operate under. Just for me, just really interesting stuff. And the rain is starting up too, so. I think the most fun part of the day was the tubing. And me as a Texan, like I compare this to tubing in like our San Marcos area on the Guadalupe River. But what made this so special and different for me was the caves. We took a hike through the jungle rainforest area. So to get to the tubing area, we took a hike through the jungle rainforest. And it was raining during the hike, so that kind of made it feel legit, like we're walking through a rainforest. And after about a 15-minute walk, we made it to the caverns. We had another guide that was with us, and for a minute, I don't know why, but I envisioned us being on this river by ourselves. And looking back, like we would not have made it out of there because the water was pretty. The water was moving pretty fast, and it was also a little bit high. So kudos to Fernando. He was so patient with us. We had a couple panic moments, and he through it all, he was very cool and just like calm. So
Alright, let's put Titanic in the water.
good Titanic.
Boats of Caribbean.
Okay, you are with us, right?
Oh no!
Oh, hell to the no. What's up? Wow. Yikes. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Some of the most beautiful crystal formations and that I've seen, to be honest. I've never seen anything like this before. We had these headlamps on the helmets that we had on, so it looked like a GoPro, but it was actually really a light. And as we got like deeper into the caves, it was much darker, and so we were able to turn the lights on and kind of see what was around us. We saw, bats flying through. Just other. There were no, the good thing was there was no mosquitoes because the bats were eating them.
Like 25 years. I'm working here.
In our back to reality moment, I think I recognize that we really only scratched the surface. I honestly want to see more of what Belize has to offer, because there are other areas like towards the south and then more inland, that we didn't have enough time to visit. So I would definitely plan to stay longer the next time around. Yeah, I was trying to go around. All told, this was a fabulous trip, and